Welcome back to the Let's Talk podcast.
Yeah.
This episode we're gonna be talking about Dubai Porta Potty.
Yes.
Yeah, that's you were absent from the first one. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Right now you gotta come in hard. Let's go. Let's start.
Yeah. So who's starting?
No, we have to So the Dubai Porta Potties, from what I've understood, I've seen online, I read so many articles about it, I saw pictures, I saw videos, and bro, it's fucked up, bro. What girls? I don't think it's just girls, because I think guys are even going to Dubai to get this shit done.
Really?
Oh my god.
Guys?
You think it's just, see, this shit stuff is fetish.
Damn.
Do you get it?
Right.
So it's not really about a particular gender, but obviously we know that the population, number of people going there are just females, more of females than male. But we have male that involved in this porta potty.
Yeah, but does it have to do with like this Arab guy having too much money that you have?
Listen, I don't know if it's a wiggle. I don't know if it's money rich. I don't know where their cash comes from, but it's so much that they can waste it on whatever they want to do, like this fetish stuff, and just get away with it. You're not getting sued for it. You're not getting police, no investigation, nothing on the end of the Arab guys, because they are the ones actually, putting this at the forefront. At first, I heard it started from the Western women. They started from the Western ladies. They started, bringing them to Dubai,
Yeah.
shit on them,
Yeah.
pee on them.
Disgusting.
What kind of fetish is this one?
No, we're just getting started.
You.
It gets to the extent that they make these ladies and the little guys involved rape the young, the upgrowing kids,
Yeah.
13
Young
years,
as 12,
14 years,
13
yeah.
years, yeah.
That's still you have fucked up this.
Mhm.
This is.
Even
Then-
animals as well.
Yeah, animals, dogs,
Yeah.
German Shepherd,
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah.
shit. So it's really crazy. Like, then let's come to the part that girls and guys are actually willing to do this.
The Chinese for the door.
They're not willing.
They're not willing?
So what's the point?
How did you get on the plane?
And they buy the
When you
tickets.
forced-
What do you mean have
get
to
it.
buy the ticket?
When
What do
you
you
forced to
mean?
do it down there.
No one's forced to go down there. I mean, obviously they should have the common sense to know that, okay, they're going down there for whatever purpose that they're going there. But it shouldn't be like, it's not like all girls are doing that.
But the point is that most of them don't know though. Like they don't know the purpose of going there. It's like
Well, you
it's
have
the
to choose
girls
when
there.
you get there.
Yeah. Choice. What kind of choice?
Are you kidding me? You do
Yeah.
have.
Choice. Everybody has their own
So
choice.
there's a story I heard. The girl went through the first stage, which is the first stage. They went on a yacht. They had fun. They drank, and the helpers, people there like servers and all that, took them to their various rooms.
Yeah.
There was a towel on the bed. So 4 guys came in, and they started off having sex with her. The first one 2 minutes, the second one, according to her, it lasted up to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Then, continuously, 4 guys, then after that, they peed on her. Obviously, she said peeing wasn't any big deal for her.
Mhm.
Why? Because her boyfriend does that to her. They call it golden shower.
You.
You get it?
shower.
Golden shower. Golden shower is not just a pee. I think
It's an R. Kelly thing.
Oh
R.
my,
Kelly
oh
started
my
it.
goodness.
Don't piss me off. Piss me off.
It was hey, that's how it all started. A golden shower.
Who knows? Maybe R. Kelly rode with some of the Arabian guys, right?
You know what? Like I don't know. This whole thing to me, like I'm all about I'm all about individual doing what they want to do, but if you're gonna do what you want to do, at least come out and be proud of it, show the world like this is what I'm doing out there. But if you're gonna be discreet about it, because the whole thing I don't like about how it gets portrayed on social media is I like to get misled
Yeah,
and it's sort of
deceive it
lifestyle.
up.
Yeah, the
Like,
lifestyle, yeah.
Like if you're gonna come in and say, hey man, I
Yeah,
get
this is
shit
what I
on,
do. Yeah.
and then on top of it, this is how I get to live.
Mhm.
Then
So they
who
believe
did
in
it?
doing it.
Yeah,
Then,
straight up.
then anybody who's going to social media seeing this lifestyle can be like, you know what?
Okay.
If all I gotta do is get shit on it and live that lifestyle,
Yeah,
then I can
want
choose to do
then I
that,
do it,
right?
yeah.
So And then, so obviously, because it's being all done discreet, it tells you that a lot of these women, like you're saying, is almost like they don't. It's not like they really want to do it, but it's a whole thing we talk about the instant gratification. It's like we're living in a generation now where a lot of guys don't want to go through the process of having to build and work hard and get there, right? And it's like, you know, hence all of this is happening, right? Like, first of all, I feel like the Middle Eastern, if this is happening more in the Middle East, it has to do with more politically than the fact that a lot of these Middle Eastern hold a lot of things against the Western world. So this is kind of almost a way of sabotaging the Western world. If you see, like, this is all started from, you know, people from Dubai inviting a lot of girls in the Western world and bringing them back to Dubai and doing all these things to them. It's almost just show them, like, listen, we're gonna shit on you guys. Money's on top of the world. So this is all, I think, more political in that sense. But for women who are allowing themselves to get to the point where they lose that sense of pride and respect, because that's what's happening, right? All for X amount of dollars. I mean, I've seen a story once where I think it was a friend who had a friend who kind of was curious about it because was curious about her lifestyle because she seemed to be the one like taking care of mom's mortgages.
Yeah, doing everything great.
Driving the nicest car. And she had a friend who like, I work 9 to 5, I work as hard, but I don't get that chance to make the amount of money. Like, well, how do you have that much freedom to be able to travel around the world all the time? And eventually, it's like, listen, I know you're doing a lot more than what you're telling me on one end, right? It's like, are you sure, right? And eventually ended up going on there, and this is where the truth secret came up. But she got $18,000 for just flying over there. You know what I mean? This is like before even like anything happens, they pay you 18 grand. So the world where you don't have a self-respect, say value, to you is almost like if all I gotta do is get shit on and shower after, whatever, I get 18 grand when I walk out of it. But it's a self-respect.
Shit on and shower after.
That's probably what the mentality is, right? Because when they look at it, it's like I got 18 grand. But then the problem is that like at the end of the day, when you have all that money, you start thinking about what you did. Right, eventually, that's when we get a lot of people committing suicides and getting through great depressions because after a while, after getting all this money, because a lot of people feel like money brings happiness because your ability to have X amount of dollars and eventually once you have that money, you get to do whatever you want to do. But I can tell you, man, we're one of the most depressed individuals, one of the wealthiest individuals in the world, right? And so because like you realize that once you have all that money, first of all your surrounding around you is all going to be fake because a lot of people all want something out of that relationship, right? It won't be a genuine relationship where people actually really care about you. So eventually these guys who go and do those things in Dubai and come back and all of a sudden they have groups of girls who want to so eventually they'll have a bunch of girls because a lot of, like I said, once you don't have a self-respect, you don't know what you want for yourself, you feel like money will just be a great foundation to start with, right? So all I'm saying is this, man, like we gotta educate our, you know, especially, I mean, I don't say a lot of, I don't know any black African Americans within my community that's been exposed to it. So maybe my surrounding don't know that, but since it's a big thing, but it's almost like, I don't know.
But that's the point right there. It started off from the Western world, but right now it's in Africa.
Yeah.
Then even in the Western world, we have black Americans, we have black Africans in Canada and the rest of the world who go to Dubai just to live this lifestyle, to do this stuff and feel like, okay, let's make the money, let's get money. Because working is like you have to pay taxes. You have to pay taxes.
These taxes are crazy, though.
Like you said before, I don't really care if anyone does it. Like, yo, that is a standard you place for yourself, right? It's on you. But don't come on social media and be an influencer to influence girls and guys that feel like I gotta step up my game to make money.
And it's mostly people that are yet gullible, like Oliver just said, they don't have respect or self-respect upon themselves. At the end of the day, they feel like, no, I gotta make sure I'm wearing this to look pretty. I gotta make sure I'm going here to look cute. I need to make sure I'm doing this to be on top of the game. I feel like right now what women are doing, or even men are doing, is that they take people's pictures as a general lifestyle. You need to understand, pictures is a second of that moment.
Pictures
you don't know what's
lies,
going around
bro.
there. Exactly, they're lies.
This
Who's
right
going to
here
take
is
pictures
what's
of them looking scattered, looking ugly, looking like, oh yeah, you see me working in the factory. Who's going to take a picture looking like that? No, they're going to take the picture looking in the luxury life. And people are going to think that that's their life ongoing. Not knowing what's behind it.
Lies, bro. It's just a moment of memory, like just a snapshot of memory right there. This right here, the video we're creating right now, is a long process. You can see how it works, right? This is real. Pictures are just freaking lies, bro. All you need to do is just dress good, go somewhere, just take pictures. Pictures are lies. It doesn't tell any story.
Yeah,
not at all. It doesn't. So
you know, if we're having a lot of these issues too, we can blame all the outside influence, but your upbringing, your household where you come from has a major impact as far as who you become as an individual. Because if you see a lot of these women who grow up and they start looking into men to get them what they want to get to, looking into this outside,
And they're feminist, right?
Because your family should be your biggest motivator. It should be your biggest influencer, right? I mean, for me myself, like, thankfully I'm coming from a background of strong foundation family members who, you know, have guided me to get to where I am, and I can look at them as a good example, and I can see why certain things are just not my thing because the fact that I know better. I have an example, but a lot of women who grew up in a broken household, who have never been exposed to, you know, certain things I've been exposed to that teaches me how to be strong. They can easily get influenced when it comes to
some of these women I even see here, to be honest with you, let's be real, I'm not going to be shady or anything like that. Some of these women here that are probably doing these things don't have a father figure or a male figure.
It's true.
Yeah.
If they had someone that's able to instruct them, able to tell them what it is to be a man, it's not just money flying everywhere and get you whatever you want. They would have more respect for themselves.
It's getting worse, right? Because no father figures. Then imagine in a time like this where we have a high rate of divorce.
Right.
Then we have high rate of, you know, like single parents and all that shit. Then imagine what's going to be in the next 5 years from now.
Oh man, yeah.
When you don't have a father figure, you don't have a mother figure. It's just like we need both people to bring in their influences to teach a child to be strong.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, the world is going to teach you what it
but I
is.
think when you don't have a father figure, you don't have a mother figure, it's just left to the environment.
Yeah.
It's left to the environment.
Anything you see around you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Easily influenced by anything you watch or anything you read.
That comes to you, you just dive right in.
I'm not saying it's by force for the mother or the father to just be together because of a child.
Yeah.
There's something called co-parenting.
Yeah, that's true.
You really have to
That's
love and you really want to, like, you know, make sure that
Your
your child
responsibility
comes correct. You can do that as well. We're not saying, hey, you guys are fighting, you guys are bickering, you guys are not getting along with each other, be fake because towards of your kid. No.
Please guys, go read Restore Africa. All this is in the book. Right now, what she said is in the book, man, about, you know, parental figures and all that. Go read Restore Africa. Okay, let's go back right in.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So how do you think we can correct this thing?
I love that. How do we correct this?
Man.
I think it's just
I don't know.
bringing the awareness. Listen, we have to just bring the awareness that people need to know that even whatever you see online, that is just what it is.
To be honest with you, I even feel like people now know what it is.
People not know what it is.
I have a feeling like people are now, things are not really hidden in the dark. Like whether we know you're a stripper, whether we know you're doing this. Like people are now getting to understand to know where they're getting this money from. It's now, like I said in the beginning, whether they're gullible and just convinced to just do it for the fast cash.
Yeah.
It's not hidden
there was a
anymore.
video I saw, I think today, about one guy in Nigeria. I think he's an artist and a blogger, whatever it is. He did like an Instagram story where he said he was going to give 50,000 naira to girls generally, and he was telling this girl to strip off all her clothes, and she did that on Instagram. I don't know if it's Instagram story or what. She did
Probably
that.
Instagram Live.
Yeah, Instagram Live. She did that just to get the 50K. So now the question here is, who is to be blamed, the girl or the guy?
I think both.
Oh, you know what? At the end of the day, we can't. Why not? The guy has the money to do it when he wants to do it. But at the end of the day, it's about, we gotta hold each person's accountable.
Yeah.
You know, it can't. It's almost like saying, like, you know, a guy is paying for sex and a woman's coming and be like, and having sex with a guy. Like, you can't blame a guy for initiating it.
Yeah.
Right? It's up to the girl to say whether or not she's gonna go through with it. Right.
Right.
And
You agree with
you
that?
get to certain Look, then again, like, here's the thing. Like,
And don't
when
forget
I say that, I can understand having, there are certain situations where women can say, you don't know what I go through in my life, I needed that extra money, maybe that's what's going to help me to fix my family. Again, you have a reason behind why they did $50,000, hence why they did what they did, right? But, you know, at the same time, for those who have the choice to not have to go through with it, anything, as soon as you decide to do it at the end of the day, you should be still responsible and hold yourself accountable for that.
But I think now it's just have to do with getting money wherever you want. Like what you have, you need to get what you want. You understand? So if you feel 50,000 is okay for you, I don't care. Maybe you come in live on Instagram or I don't say what thousand.
So how does Instagram block racial words and stuff like that, and they don't block those videos.
Yeah,
like,
I think they're making money off it.
Well, there are some rules when it comes to nudity and stuff, but I think someone has to report it. I think someone has to report it, and for them to be able to remove it. So as long as your followers and whatnot don't find anything wrong.
Sadly enough, though, with the society that we live in today, you're gonna see 1 million views before somebody reports.
Exactly.
Of course.
Now,
Everyone's
It's really out there in the world.
everyone wants to see to
Now,
see.
if anyone's going to report it at all.
My thing is, man, like, I feel like broken homes are the cause of a lot of the
Major
things.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
And unfortunately, too, another thing too, man, like one of the things that I hate is welfare system as well. I feel like welfare system contribute to a lot of certain broken family households that happens. I mean,
Yeah, just support it.
just because like not just broken family, but just like how it just teaches the individual to be dependent on a certain system, right? A lot of kids grow up being this dependent to the government system, and then they lack the self-confidence to build anything for themselves, and hence they lack that ability to have the self-confidence to say, to refuse, like, hey, if someone's offering $50,000, I can say, I don't want that, I can go and work myself. But those individuals are just weak. It's easy for them to say, you know what, $50,000, I'm incapable of ever earning that, so therefore I'm going to take that right away, right?
Are you aware that most of this stuff going on is actually in Africa? So how do we come in with, the attitude and the lifestyle of those in Africa? How do we come in with that? Yeah, if you blame it with welfare.
I think in Africa it just has to do with greed,
Greed?
Yeah, everybody just wants to make it.
Regardless.
I don't think it's greed. I think it's just desperation. That's beyond because out of certain individual control. Because I mean, we're living here in Canada or in America where we have so many options to get some sort of financial freedom.
Right.
It's easier. Or when in Africa, you're very limited on a lot of different things that we're exposed to here. So when you see a lot of these women who are getting themselves caught up in this world where people are finding ways to get instant cash. Because they really don't have any other means of actually, getting that money, right? And for them, it's like, if this is going to help me get my family out of poverty, I'm going to sacrifice myself.
No, sorry, I'm going to disagree with that. What do you mean by they don't have any other means?
I mean, there are, look, I know in the African continent we have a lot of richness and whatnot, but we can all agree the poverty level is extremely high as well. Right? I'm talking about in certain desperation in the sense where you, like in Canada, you can be unemployed, but you can go to the welfare system and get money, or you can find shelter and get money. But in Africa, if you don't have money, it's something you already have. You can't even do anything about it.
But from what I know, bro, even if there's no workforce in Africa, bro, there's money everywhere, bro. I don't know how the money comes, bro. There's money somehow, bro.
You know what? Maybe once again, like. This situation that we can't, like, when we're comparing continent-wise, as far as why people in Africa are doing it versus people, because if we're talking about the huge population of people coming from North America going over there and doing this, I can say, like, listen, man, like, you really have choices to really defend, because when they're here, you can really make something of yourself. But when we're talking about like the situation coming from Africa, we gotta look at it a little bit differently. Right?
There's so many restraints.
There's so much restraint, there's so much limitations, right? And then those guys are definitely finding it in the easy market because they don't have to pay that much anymore. Because first of all, they pay people here $18,000. Back home is like $100 US.
They're gonna tell you, I'm on a private jet.
Their options are very limited.
Yeah, it's limited.
Yeah, but seriously though,
but it doesn't mean for them to do that.
Yeah, but seriously though, I don't care how you're gonna make the money. Maybe there's poverty or what, but for you going on live Instagram just because of 50,000 for you to take off your clothes, I think that's wrong.
Yo,
that's just.
Would you go to Dubai to buy Potty?
No.
If you had an option and if like there was a prize on the table that we're gonna book a first class ticket for you to go to Dubai.
It's okay, I can do a comedy. I can do a comedy.
You can do that?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't need to. You offer me business class. At the end of the day, I can go to the lower class and still get to that destination. I don't care. First class,
economy, whatever. Then you get paid prior to when you start the whole fetish stuff.
Yeah.
You get paid like $20,000. Then when you're done, and obviously you're gonna have the lifestyle, the luxury, whatever you want, Gucci bag. Chanel, you know, LV,
Nonsense.
and all that shit.
Louis Vuitton.
Then you're gonna get shit on.
Yeah.
You're gonna get shit on. You're gonna get pissed on. Come all over your face.
Yeah.
Then the dog is gonna, you know.
They're Fanta. Who's gonna piss on me?
Huh? Are you gonna take that? No. Be sincere to
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm being sincere. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that because after that, what else? After that, what next? Are you gonna think? Are you thinking about the way I think?
Mental, yeah.
I'll be
Giving me the money.
traumatized.
After the money, what am I gonna do with the money?
I can't even look at my own pool when I'm even
Oh
pooling.
yeah.
I still imagine someone else from another body.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
You're
man.
mine.
That girl said sperm was all over her face.
You're not.
Oh God.
And they peed on her after that. Then she has to wait for the next day, and they told her the next day is gonna be horrible. It's gonna be way crazy.
At least they let her know before, so she
Yeah,
can
it's
run away
gonna
that night
be
she
way
wants.
crazy. They dropped that off because she refused to do the next one. Because the next one's gonna be crazy. Then the poop. I watched the video, bro.
There's a
You
video.
I watched the video,
I'm
bro.
talking about that. It's like she didn't even get the balance of that money.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah,
did. They
yeah,
dropped
they
that
didn't
off.
give her
Yeah.
30K.
Then there's the video I watched, bro. I don't know how. Maybe there's a way they put poo on someone's body. That poo was so much that it can fill up these. Bro, the
It was
poo
in-
dropped
in
on
a
her
liquid form,
freaking
right?
face. It dropped in it.
It's all a shroud of chicken so they eat or something, man.
So would you do that?
No. No.
Oliver, what's up,
For
bro?
$5 million.
Listen, man.
5 minutes of a month.
For $5 million,
You just said it yourself. Even after they pooed and peed on her, still didn't give her a balance.
Yeah,
Nah, I should be committed to them to doing that.
No,
for
but
like
she got
balance.
half, right?
I will have.
She got
In the God that I serve, I will have. The God that I serve, I will
She
have.
still walked away with $20,000 or something, man.
Yeah,
That's $30,000.
Yeah, but the point is that seriously, I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, it's not really working for the money like that.
Did you replace our morals with money?
Yeah, I think that's what she does. That's what
We
she does.
like generally in the world today. Do you think we replaced our morals?
Yeah, that's what's going on now. Like you said,
We chase
there's no
money.
moral no
We
more.
work
No,
for money.
I think
We
the
eat
problem.
for
I don't
money.
think moral versus money. I think it's just a mindset of I gotta do what I gotta do to survive. That mentality now.
And sadly,
People have taken
money
it too literal.
is that
You know?
word that they feel like is survival. Money equals survival.
I
Money
mean,
equals-
essentially,
it's a part of it.
essentially,
it's
it
a
really
part
is.
of
Like,
it.
it's 100% is.
But you know that what's
And
that
again, I
saying they
feel
say?
people are not acceptance of
Money is
themselves,
the rule
seriously.
of all evil.
Yeah.
It really is. Money is the rule of all evil. It really is. Sadly,
Money is
in
the
my
root of all
perspective,
evil.
money does a lot of evil than good.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't know why we
You
chase.
don't know.
I don't know why we chase. Okay, it's fine, bro. They usually say that if you don't have money, you start saying money is not, you know. But like,
It's
you
not
know,
even
money
money that
was
we chase.
created by man, right?
Yeah.
So why are we, like humans, why are we chasing over a man-made creation?
It's
Like,
not
what
even
we
money.
create
It's not even
for
money that we're
ourselves.
chasing.
Self-satisfaction.
We're chasing for the satisfaction and the lifestyle we see in others.
Yeah.
If you could put money down on one person and put money down on one person, that one person will be able to know and be able to be like, okay, they're okay with that money, able to live in their way with that money. Some people are seeing the lifestyle that they're seeing, so they're just like, no, I need more. I need more. I
Have
need
you
more,
ever
I
thought
need
about
more."
if somebody going spending money you don't have just to satisfy somebody you don't even know about?
Yeah, people do that.
That's the point. Like you go out to spend money you don't have.
Yeah.
You know
just-
your budget just
yeah.
for you to feel accepted.
Accepted,
in society.
satisfied.
So that's external validation.
It's true.
When
That's
you
fine.
get validation from
Mhm,
people
from people.
that you can get from
So
yourself.
so many things wrong with the system. The
It's
world.
true.
It's not about Western
Because my
world,
mommy and
back to
daddy
back
didn't have
everywhere.
that kind of money, but
Yeah, they
we
live
did
well.
good and
Yeah.
they brought us well.
It's
But
about
we expect
percent.
more,
Yeah.
and now we're chasing more for the lifestyle we see.
I'm not talking about the upcoming generation, seriously. I don't know what
Like-
So
they're
did
doing.
our parents fail us or
No, they didn't fail.
My
us.
parents didn't
Sorry
fail
about
me,
this.
oh.
No.
No,
My
I
parents
don't
did
know.
not
Like,
fail
because
you.
you
No,
said something like parental.
I'm
Because
saying,
even without the
like-
money then, they were living good, right?
Yeah, and don't get me
So
wrong. I'm
is
not
it
saying
our
time hasn't
selfishness?
changed. I'm not saying time hasn't
Agreed.
changed. Taxes has increased since my mother's time. My
Yeah.
daddy's time.
What, tax?
Things have. There wasn't a tax back then. Now there's taxes now. So I'm not saying that time hasn't changed,
Yeah.
but we're chasing too much.
Here's the thing, though. I was trying to believe that money only magnifies the real you. right? When you have more money, just truly magnify the true individual that you were from the beginning, right? Like nobody just gets a lot of money all of a sudden becomes evil, right? So if you're already evil, that means generally, you're already someone evil from before.
Wait, but magnify the real you or create a different you.
The thing about it is like
no one's trying to say sorry. It's like
It
this is the real you, but without the money, you can't bring it out. So when the money is there,
so should we say it magnifies the
see.
real you or it creates a different person?
It magnifies the real
It
you,
magnifies
the real you, no, not
that becomes
different.
created with money.
right? That's what it does. But
It's like the real you is there, but the money brought them out.
So which means without the money, you're behind it.
You're behind it.
So you didn't talk for your head. You wish.
Sure, man. If I get this money, what's going to do?
I'm telling you, man, like it's so true, right? But you know what? Like I don't know, like it's I blame first. I feel like the Kardashians need to be blamed for this.